I'm going to share with you the biggest lessons I learned this year as a filmmaking YouTube channel. I've spent thousands of hours looking up YouTube education channels, hundreds of dollars on courses that I've bought like Sean Cannell's course, and I have subscriptions to YouTube analytic tools such as vidIQ. Also, I can grow this YouTube channel, and it's actually working. I've more than doubled my YouTube subscriber count. I became a YouTube partner reaching 1,000 subs and over 4,000 watch hours. I started making money with affiliate marketing, and I finally feel like I understand the YouTube algorithm and how I want to grow my channel moving forward. So I hope these lessons can help you in growing your own YouTube channel. Let's get started. Research before you do anything. When I started my YouTube channel, I actually was a vegan education channel, and I kind of just posted whatever sort of topic came to my mind. And I think this is a good strategy to getting started, just so that you can actually get a taste for whether you like making videos and whether this is something that you actually want to do. But without some sort of thought and strategy behind it, you're not likely to actually find success. And so one of the things I learned this year was you gotta spend some time actually researching your niche. Sorry, that's my little kitty. Bodhi. Say hi, Bodhi. What, Bodhi? It's okay. No, it's okay. It's okay, Birdie. I'm gonna put you down. Okay. You're done. Okay, I get it. You're done. All right, back to research. So when you go onto YouTube, it's okay to just get started and learn as you go. That's what I did. But at some point, you need to have some sort of strategy to the content that you're making. And so what I learned from Sean Cannell's course is actually look at what's successful and try to piece out those keys that are going to lead to your success. For example, look at your niche and see what the top performing videos are and start to look at the title. What words are they using? How do they structure the title to make you really want to click on it? Same goes for the thumbnail. What is in the thumbnail? Is it a face? Is it a human? Is it just product shots? Or the colors they use? What is the composition they use? Do they even use words in the thumbnail? When you become intentional with the way you consume content, you'll start to notice a lot of patterns and you can get ideas for your own channel. In the filmmaking niche, I learned a lot about certain words people like to use. Apparently, cinematic is one of those buzzwords that you either love or hate, but it is something that does pretty well when you put it in your title. I spend about roughly 80% of my time researching video ideas and how to structure thumbnails and titles, and 20% of my time actually executing on the video like I am now. So don't be afraid on your own YouTube journey to do a little bit of research and get a sense for what your niche is like. Related to that, let's talk title and thumbnail. Now, I know this is probably the most cliche topic when it comes to YouTube education channels, but this year I really understood the value and I started actually implementing it. So the typical journey of a YouTube creator is they have an idea, they maybe write a script or an outline, they shoot it, they edit it, and then they think, what should the title and thumbnail be? However, what I've come to be very valuable is to sort of do the title and thumbnail first before anything else. Because at the end of the day, you can have the best video possible, but if you aren't packaging it correctly with a nice proper title and a catchy thumbnail, then no one's gonna watch it. And it's honestly a really annoying truth to come to terms with, but once you embrace it, you actually start to see YouTube, I think, a little bit differently. It's a game more of psychology and also good writing skills, because you want to be able to write engaging titles, and then you need to understand a little bit of the visual medium so that you can have a catchy thumbnail to go along with it. And this really ties back into the first point, which is just research your niche. Like, start to look around on YouTube and see what people are doing for titles and thumbnails. That's basically where I'm getting most of my inspiration, and I try to not copy but see what worked and then how I can make it unique and make it stand out from the rest of the search results that come up. I know you probably hear this enough if you're in the YouTube education space, but really emphasize title and thumbnail over everything else. The other lesson I learned was actually around keywords. I actually used to be one of those people that thought, keyword tags were really important. So I used to spend a lot of my time trying to find keywords that were like high search volume and just using them in a description to sort of get views. But it doesn't work like that. And I can explain it now simply to you. A keyword is a word or a group of words that is commonly searched for. That's it. And then there's two factors that you want to pay attention for keywords. One is search volume. How often is this keyword searched for? Number two is competition. How many videos already exist around that keyword? So understanding this, I realized that the real goal with keywords is twofold. One, to sort of understand what is the common language and what are people actually searching for, search volume. And then two, what keywords to actually target by comparing its search volume and competition. Ideally, you'd want to choose keywords that have a high search volume but a low competition, meaning a ton of people are searching for this term, but for whatever reason, there's not a lot of people making content on it. That is the golden opportunity, especially for small channels, to really get a ton of views, almost uncontested at that point. Obviously, depending on your niche, that may be harder than other niches. But in the filmmaking niche, I've even been able to find keywords with, roughly 2,000 to 4,000 searches per month with a relatively low competition, meaning not many people are making videos around that keyword. And I've actually gotten a ton of videos to rank in search, and I get consistent views from those videos every month, which has been mind-blowing. So I'm not sponsored by vidIQ, but I will leave a link in the description so that you guys can check it out for yourselves. I find it incredibly useful if you are a small creator, but it's just something, if you want to take YouTube seriously, I wouldn't, shy away from it. I would actually really recommend that program. The next lesson I learned was content strategy. Now, that's a very vague term just to describe the strategy behind the videos I choose to upload onto YouTube. Sure, you can keyword research a bunch of videos and get a bunch of ideas that way, but if you don't release them in a manner that I think is strategic, you're going to miss out on a lot of potential growth for your channel. Let me give you an example. So what I've done is I found that there was a lot of missing tutorials around the Canon R6 Mark II, which is a video camera that I use. And so based off my keyword research, I decided to make a bunch of tutorials around it. So I figured, what is the first thing a person wants to know about this camera when shooting content? How to shoot videos. All right, so I did a video tutorial on the best settings. Next question that might come up is, how do I capture good audio? Well, I found some keywords that allowed me to do an audio tutorial for the camera. Then I was thinking, well, once someone has mastered that, what would they want to learn more is how to really get the most out of the camera. So I did a cinematic C-Log video guide on the camera. So you want to structure your videos and the strategy around them to sort of almost tell a story, or at least give the viewers a journey to go through your channel. Because now, once you solve one problem, maybe they have a new problem. And then that's where your next video or a previous video you've recorded comes in handy. That's why you'll probably notice that some of my videos, they don't really have a proper ending. I continue to talk all the way until the end. And then by the end, I sort of highlight, hey, since you enjoyed this video, you might want to learn this next. And so by recommending my own content and making the video tailored to actually solve a problem and then lead to a new video that will solve their next problem, I can retain viewership and grow that way as well. So that has been honestly a big unlock for me, and has allowed me to create content that is related to each other and helps the channel grow, because as the saying goes, a rising tide lifts all boats. So take advantage of a video popping off by allowing it to feed into other videos on your channel. The next lesson I learned is patience. Now I know, I'm not gonna Gary Vee you right now and say that you're young and you have all this time ahead of your life. What I mean by patience this year is that I realized that sometimes videos take a while to blow up. For whatever reason, it didn't get picked up by the algorithm immediately, but sometimes a video just needs a few months and all of a sudden, boom, it gets someone shares it, or there's a decent bump in viewership because people searched it because suddenly it became relevant. And wow, actually, let me give you an example. This happened to me with one of my Canva tutorial videos I did almost 3 years ago. It literally took almost 9, or I think maybe even 10 months for the video to suddenly start getting views. And now that video still gets me a ton of views every single month, even though I posted it 3 years ago. And I remember when I posted it, It was one of the lower performing videos on my channel, so it was not like a 1 of 10. I think it was probably like a 7 or 8 of 10, maybe even 10 of 10. And that can be very discouraging. And I could have stopped, making videos because of it, right? Because I would have been like, oh, this isn't worth it, all this effort just to get 0 views. But I stuck with it. I've been posting, I've been learning, I've been getting better, 1% better every single time with every upload. And now that video has so many views. I think it's my most viewed video on my channel. For whatever reason, people really like the tutorial and it seems to help them. And that was before I was even doing all this title, thumbnail, keyword research. So it's really just out of nowhere that this happened. And I'm just grateful because I think people click on that video and they will sometimes look to my channel, see if I'm for them. I can tell that it did help with my other videos as well. So all this to say, don't be discouraged when you post your videos and they don't get a ton of views in the first few hours. Really just move on to the next, start researching for your next video, and just keep making content, because at the end of the day, YouTube is a long-term play, and I hope you understand that, and I hope that is something that sticks with you, because it's really stuck with me, and I'm really excited for this journey now, especially because I finally feel I have a grasp on what I need to do to continue to grow as a YouTube channel. So if you like YouTube education, let me know in the comment section down below. I actually would love to expand on some of these ideas. These are more high-level viewpoints of all of this. So if you'd like to hear more, leave it in the comments and I'll do a follow-up easily. If you're interested in any of my filmmaking stuff, I'll let the YouTube algorithm recommend one here. Thank you all for watching all the way to the end. This is the very few of you. I think it ends up usually being 10 to 20% of you stick around for this long. So thank you so much, and you really have changed my life. So I appreciate all of you. I'll see you in the next video. Peace.